Don't you want to exterminate Marinette for good, like the vermin that she is, and make her lose everything?
Of course I do.
As Season 5 ends, we see that the newest holder of the Miraculous of the Butterfly is Lila. With her ability to manipulate even the closest people to Marinette, there's no way to know what she will do now that she has such a powerful Kwami she can use. With no one to help her fight against Cat Noir and Ladybug, we are left wondering who will join her side, becoming a villain alongside her. With her ability to manipulate anyone she meets while living a double life, it shouldn't be difficult for this new villain to find friends to join her. In today's video, we will list our top 5 picks for whom Lila will attempt to manipulate into joining her.
If everyone agrees, I'm willing to give the attention that's obviously lacking to Chloe's and anyone else's issues.
Number 1. Chloe. Since Chloe has agreed to work with Lila to take down Marinette, it only makes sense for her to be the villain's first choice. We know that Chloe has a lot of power, with her father being the previous mayor of Paris. Although he no longer holds the same position, he holds the respect of many people all over Paris. Since we know this, we can imagine him ordering people around for his daughter. Something that Lila and Chloe initially bonded over was their hatred for Marinette, and although neither of them knows it, ruining Marinette's life would also ruin Ladybug's. Another thing that the two villains share is their ability to manipulate others. We've seen this countless times from Chloe and Lila, and when they both worked together after Penalty, no hero could stop them. For the rest of Season 5, when the two girls worked together, they nearly stopped the heroes in their tracks. Since Lila is the brains of their operation, her guidance through Chloe proves difficult for the heroes. We can best see this in Collusion when Chloe becomes the new mayor of Paris. With Lila helping her succeed at their mission, their teamwork in Revolution makes defeating them difficult for Ladybug and Cat Noir. Even without her Miraculous now, as long as Chloe has Lila to help her, the duo could be unstoppable. Since we know Lila is the new holder of the Butterfly Miraculous, she could easily grant Chloe any powers she wanted. Doing this would make the Bee Miraculous unimportant to Chloe, who hoped to get it back since she first used it.
Welcome to the bench.
What's your name again?
It's not my name that matters, but who I hate.
Number 2. Kagami. One of the first times we see the two girls interact is in Protection, when Lila declares Kagami as her best friend and admires her for being the bigger person when losing Adrien. We know this because she wants to convince the girl to be her friend instead of Marinette, while also gaining the favor of Gabriel. Her manipulation seems to work well as the girl becomes akumatized and goes after the friend she thinks has betrayed her. If Lila were to convince the girl of this again, she could get on her side. Now that Kagami also has her Dragon Miraculous, it would make her more powerful in a fight against the heroes and more useful for Lila. With two Miraculous holders fighting against the heroes, both villains would become unstoppable. Although at the beginning of their friendship, Lila used Adrien to convince Kagami to join her, the girl now has Felix as someone she cares about. This would make it more difficult for Lila to recruit her onto her side, but since we know Felix was once on the side of evil, she may be able to recruit him along with his girlfriend. As someone who has gotten akumatized many times before, Kagami would know what to do with the power Lila can give her and use it to win against the heroes. We see in Oni-chan that when Kagami is akumatized, both heroes struggle to stop her. From this, we can assume that if she chose to be akumatized in the future, she would pose a worse threat at that time.
My mother would like me to get closer to Adrien, and I think I've fallen in love with him again. But I don't want to cause them any hurt.
Number 3. Adrien. As Marinette's love interest, it only makes sense for Lila to go after him first. Doing this would hurt Marinette while also separating Cat Noir from Ladybug. With Lila's number 1 mission being to make Marinette suffer the most, we know how jealous she is of her and Adrien's relationship. After the two finally make it official in transmission, Lila only focuses on separating them to make Marinette feel worse than she ever has. Although Adrien seems happy with his girlfriend at the end of Season 5, we have seen how persuasive Lila can be when she tries. If she were to make up a lie about Marinette or frame her for something again, she could be able to split the couple before their relationship ever got serious. If Lila could convince Adrien to join her, they would become invincible. With the power of the Cat Miraculous, Adrien could become just as dangerous as Ladybug, if not more. With what we've seen in Cat Blanc, if the holder of the Cat Miraculous used it for the wrong reasons, it could mean the end of the world.
I don't know what to do!
Number 4. Alya. Although we know Alya is Marinette's best friend and therefore the least likely to betray her, it still doesn't make it impossible. We've seen all of Marinette's friends believe Lila's lies, and it wouldn't be difficult for her to convince them to trust her again. If she were to pin something on the girl again, her friends would likely believe Lila again instead of her. This is best demonstrated in Ladybug, when Lila accuses Marinette of pushing her down the stairs, resulting in her expulsion. Although Adrien tries to defend her, the rest of her friends can't be convinced, causing some of them to be akumatized. If Lila can convince Alya of the same thing, she could get her on her side instead of her friends. Having Alya join her team would not only give her the powers of the Fox Miraculous, but also allow her to know the true identity of Ladybug. This would make their fighting much more difficult while allowing Lila the upper hand. If she were to expose the truth to the world, it would discredit Ladybug as a hero and also ruin Marinette's life, giving Lila everything she wants.
Marinette, are you okay?
I tried calling you tons of times. Why weren't you answering?
Number 5. Zoe. Since she is close to Marinette, Zoe is a formidable ally for the heroes. With her being the new holder of the Be Miraculous, she replaces her sister in her role of being a hero. This causes even more tension between the siblings as Zoe learns to live her new life in Paris. As the show continues, we even find out a secret the girl had been keeping, and in adoration we find out Zoe has been crushing on Marinette for a while. Although the two remain friends afterward, we can only speculate that the denial has upset Zoe. With Zoe and Chloe not getting along, it would be difficult for them to work together with Lila. However, if they can put aside their differences, the three could make a powerful team. Since Zoe is the new holder of the Be Miraculous, she and Chloe could share the hairpiece and use its power. The best way for Lila to convince the girl to join her would be to use her feelings for Marinette against her. Since she knows this would be a sensitive topic for Zoe, if Lila could convince her to leave her crush behind, Marinette would lose a close friend and a trusted ally. With Zoe and Chloe coming from the same family, if they worked for Lila, they would be dangerous for the heroes to face. In the same way Chloe has her father wrapped around her finger, Zoe could learn to do the same thing. We see Zoe becoming even closer to her father once she arrives because they share similar interests and know what it's like to give up on their dreams. If Zoe were to join the villains, she could convince her father of things even better than her sister since they're closer.
This is Zoe. She's only my half-sister for now, but you must still treat her with respect.
As the new holder of the Butterfly Miraculous and the new villain of the series, it would only make sense for Lila to start searching for people to join her team. Where Monarch lacked the numbers to help him, Lila could succeed if she had other villains to help her. As we await the arrival of Season 6, we're excited to see who she will be working with and what plans they've come up with to stop the heroes. With Chloe as her only friend and the rest of Marinette's friends believing her lies every time, it won't be difficult for her to find someone to join her fight against the heroes. Until then, we can only speculate who would do the best job as Lila's second in command.
I look forward to seeing you again, Marinette Dupain-Chang.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications to stay updated on our uploads.
It wasn't exactly democratic to hold the elections in my absence.